live?
And we're live.
We're live.
Nice.
All right. Welcome to episode, 116?
116, yeah.
116 of Live at the Hive. I'm Dan Nadelko.
I'm Miguel Morales.
Producer Matt behind the scenes as always.
The voice from above is how that's happening. Okay, let me just get this going. All right. So, Miguel, it's been a while since you were on once before, right?
Nope, not at all.
This is Miguel's
premiere.
Premiere.
I know. Can everyone hear
Welcome,
me?
everybody. Can we get some shout outs for Miguel?
Give some love for Miguel.
Please.
We got to do something about that overhead shot, man.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I got to hit the gym. That's all I'm saying.
We won't put it up as high as
There
as
you
we
go.
usually do.
There you go. So Miguel, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what it is that you do here and how you're adjusting?
Okay. Well, I am currently a digital marketing intern. I work with the content team, so Stacy and Yvonne. I basically spend my day writing content for our clients and trying to make the most out of their presence online.
All right.
Yeah.
And how are you adjusting? You liking it? It's fast-paced?
I love
Hectic?
everything. Like hectic. I'm a chaotic person, so I'm really into things just being like slammed in front of me and being like, let's do this. I'm like, okay, let's go.
We can do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I've
very good at doing
seen
that.
it many a time already. I love it.
Awesome. And what are you hoping to kind of get into a little bit more?
Right now I'm like really just trying to flex my writing skills, but I'm really interested in ad copy and like kind of like the web development side, but baby steps, you know.
Yeah, we'll get there. If
Yeah.
I can figure out how to tighten my microphone, that would be fantastic.
That'll be lesson one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think Miguel, just a quick shout out here because I know some of the PR profs watch the Live at the Hive, but Miguel, public relations bachelor program at Conestoga College, right?
Yep. Class of 2017.
Right on, class
Nice.
2017.
Very good.
Right on.
All right. Well, why don't we just dive right in?
All right.
Let's get right into what's new, I guess.
Yeah, so this live, it's going to be sort of following the topic of video marketing. We kind of wanted to talk about pairing video content with traditional content and how those two kind of merge along. So what's new is going to be kind of reflecting that a little bit more. So currently right now, Snapchat. So Snapchat is growing in users constantly and it's increasing revenue, but they're still having a really hard time monetizing the platform. It's really under monetized. So I think that this is going to continue to be a problem for content creators moving forward on the platform for sure.
Yeah, well, they've got slowing growth, and I mean, I think they still have a lot of room to monetize. I mean, if you look at that chart that's up there, and I don't know if it's actually up there right now or not. Those are some pretty decent numbers in terms of growth. It's just this Silicon Valley kind of notion of what growth should be.
I just also feel like people are kind of like shy to get on there. I feel like it's a really nice place to go if you want repurpose content. I feel like it's like it's waiting there for companies to learn how to use that one like discover feature.
Yeah.
But right now we just have a lot of more clickbaity.
Yeah.
Which it isn't always bad, but
yeah. I'm personally not a huge Snapchat fan. I'm not the demographic though.
Yeah.
I find it really hard to navigate.
Yeah.
It's weird because I remember how when it started versus how it is now, even like how they decided to like remove like paid stuff from your feed. It's still like, I still want to see my friends' stories, but you make it kind of strange and like an algorithm that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
But I think it's like there's still room to grow. I think if people gave up on it too fast, I think it can come back.
Oh, I mean, I guess the funny thing is like people are talking about its death, but it's at almost, 561 million in revenue. Like that's not any, is that in millions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not dying.
But I mean, in the idea of like, is it cool?
Yeah.
Do we still use a dog filter?
You know what? It's funny because there's a lot of competition. And welcome, Scott Amos.
Hey, Scott, how's it going? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And I think the takeaway from this is that there's a huge amount of opportunity on Snap, Insta, Byte, TikTok, right? Most specifically Byte in terms of like where the low-hanging fruit is. But we've got a couple of examples a little later on about what happened with Home Depot and how they inadvertently went viral. And it's pretty amazing stuff. But again, it's they've got a lot of inventory left to kind of work with and figure out how they're going to monetize. So it's interesting. I mean, Snap's kind of always under attack. Right? Constantly under attack, either by Facebook, Insta, TikTok.
Yeah.
They've got kind of constantly new Scott says, thanks, gents. Greetings from Florida. Thanks,
Wow.
Scott. Rub it in.
Wow.
Well, guess what? We are in
Jealous.
Ontario right now.
Fresh snow.
Yeah, we are not in Florida, most assuredly. So, from a digital marketing perspective, I would test some spend on Snapchat because the rates are low. They're trying to attract more advertisers, so you're going to get a better bang for your buck.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And this is like it's
worth
perfect
testing.
to like repurpose evergreen content too. It's the same idea of like infographics. It's just like just throw it on there. Just get it going.
Yep, 100%. So some interesting stuff there. We'll throw that in the Matt. Can you throw that in the in the comments?
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
Awesome.
All right. So we kind of have a little bit of a social, I guess a little bit of a TikTok Byte Snapchat theme going on today, right?
You know, keeping it relevant.
Focus more on the social video and things. But right now for TikTok, I have the article up here actually. But TikTok is it's giving people the option to upload content via the desktop now, which is going to be excellent for digital marketers. I think this is going to be one of the first platforms. I can't remember with Vine if Vine lets you upload through desktop. I don't think it did.
Straight from phone.
Yeah, it was straight from the phone. Yeah, so this is gonna give us some quick content to upload for sure, and I think it's gonna directly compete with Byte too, right? Unless Byte is gonna be adding this feature, I don't think they will.
No, I mean, Byte's so new, right?
I know.
mean, it's pretty fresh.
I think this is TikTok's way of trying to open it up for digital marketers.
Well, 100%. Yeah.
It's like to me when I saw this, I was like literally like, this is sexy. I'm like, I like the idea that I can work from my desktop.
Yep.
You can upload an edited video. It doesn't have to be all on your phone.
Yep.
That's convenient if I want to have fun, but if it's like for a client, I want to make sure that I can have full range of editing and how it presents.
Yeah.
So this is like a great move on them.
100%. Hey, everybody out there, can we get get an audio level feedback survey? How is the audio levels for myself, Miguel, and Matt?
Can everyone hear me?
They sounded good. You might have to speak up,
You might
Miguel.
have to speak
like
up.
just
Oh,
a little bit. Yeah. No hiding here.
There's no hiding here.
I'm just going to be yelling.
Yeah.
I think they sound pretty good. I don't see any. Yeah, we're getting a couple
Just wanna
thumbs
know-
up in chat.
Just want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Ben Miller has just joined. Hey, Ben
Ben.
Miller, welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that they are opening it up. I mean, these are like these platforms are getting extremely competitive. Insta's kind of, I think they're a little bit concerned about the growth of TikTok and the release of Byte.
For sure.
It's interesting. I imagine that with the advent of the desktop that they'll open up the API, so then Buffer and Hootsuite and the other social management tools would be able to schedule.
Yeah, that would actually be really nice if
As well.
we could see those roll in with some scheduling tools, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, no, and again, I think this is a great place for brands to be. I know we've started to roll out all of our Bytes and TikToks, and I think it's a really great way. Wow, look at all the love we're getting.
Yeah, we're getting tons of love.
There we go.
Nice.
That's from Ben. Ben, we gotta have you on sometime. We'll do a Skype call.
We'll do a remote live.
Yeah,
we'll
can
get
do a
Ben
remote
on there.
live. We have the technology now.
Yeah.
We have all of the technology.
I mean,
so that's good.
Since he'll be on Skype, we can always do Matei. We can do Matei, Ben, and Dan live.
I was gonna say that for some of our, I was actually thinking we should also start like a panel. Where it's like 5 of us and just have everybody kind of diving into it.
Yeah.
Just mix it up a bit, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So thanks, Stacey, that we're sounding good. Yeah, so the uploading video desktop TikTok is really interesting. Ben says that is absolutely happening. We will absolutely make that happen.
We will. Ben, I will
in the next
DM
few
you
weeks.
and we'll figure it out.
Yep.
Get it all
Make
together.
sure you got a good HD cam and a decent mic, and we'll be ready to rock.
Can't wait for that.
Cool. All right, so next up on What's New.
Next up on What's New, I kind of wanted to go over what made that TikTok Home Depot video go viral and why it's so important. I know we keep on coming back to how it kind of exploded on the platform, but I don't think people really understand how well it took off and why it did.
Yeah.
For sure. So I do have some stuff here. Basically, Home Depot came up with, I think it was a new song that they promoted on their commercials. And a lot of people were taking the song and kind of remixing it on TikTok, making funny memes out of it. I kind of have one right here.
Low-key Bob, is that
Yeah, Bob in the head. me and the boys listening to Home Depot and stuff, and it just kind of like took off. Everyone was adding it to their own videos.
Yeah.
This guy here, he was kind of mixing it up with Justin Timberlake's sexy back. And it's great. I mean, look, like they're even using the uniforms in it.
Yeah.
Really great brand positioning here.
But this happened organically.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The
Like
Home
it
Depot-
wasn't Home Depot had nothing to do with it.
This is the great thing is that the community of creators did a more effective job of marketing than the Home Depot professional marketing team.
Yeah.
There's something to be said about brands that aren't like scared to like let creators have fun with it. Like it doesn't have to be all same like brand guidelines.
And Hillary has just joined us. Hello, Hillary.
Hey,
Hope
Hillary.
everything
How's
is
it
well.
going?
Yeah, so this is just a great example of how content creators have and these platforms have such incredible power to sway entire communities. Like this is a lot. If you were to add up the brand impressions that Home Depot got out of this,
for sure.
I mean, I perish the thought. I mean, how many is it going to be?
I mean, this is like the most I've ever talked about Home Depot. Like,
Yeah.
ever. Like this.
Well,
like,
exactly
continuously.
right.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that one of the main things here is the importance of monitoring your brand through different social platforms. I feel like Home Depot didn't really when it first got launched, they weren't capitalizing on it too much, right? And I think that's a flaw between monitoring each social platform, even though it may not be you don't see TikTok as a major social platform. You shouldn't discredit it. You know what I mean? Because your content could be blowing up on.
You're right.
On
I mean,
this,
I think
right?
the right answer here is if I was at Home Depot, I would go to TikTok that day. I would create an account and I would just reshare everybody's content.
yeah.
That's all I would do.
Post it across other social media too. Post a couple of the best ones on Twitter, Facebook, etc. Right?
Yeah.
We're getting lots of chat.
Yeah, we are getting lots of chat. Hillary's
Hillary's
saying, I love my bees. I decided to quash my Facebook strike for an hour to tune in right now. Well, thanks a lot.
Oh, thanks, Hillary.
Thank you for the support.
And Justin is saying, one thing I don't like about TikTok is that it auto plays with sound immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I have my phone muted most of the time. So
yeah, see, that's the
for that
thing.
very reason.
If you think forward, you ain't having that trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
But I guess the point is that marketers that are stuck in the way and people that dismiss these new channels as being childish are really missing the point.
Yeah.
And it's.
I can see it with Home Depot. I can just see them like. I mean, I don't know the Home Depot staff, but I could just kind of see them as like, oh no, we're not going to use TikTok. TikTok isn't for us. Like we have no way to utilize it. You know what I mean?
I think that.
And then look at it
like,
now. It's just huge.
I think it's also like your team of marketers isn't trying to think outside the box or even try something new. I think, especially with the fame that Wendy's got with how they ran their Twitter and how they replied to people and how brands are starting to become more humanized like that. I think it's more of a setback more than anything. And if you even just put out one piece of content on that app, why not? If it doesn't do well, it doesn't do well. As long as you're not putting thousands of dollars in there, it's just. This is kind of the point that organic traffic is free. Like it's free. It's right now you can't purchase anything in Monet. Can you? No. Closed to some advertisers, I think, but no self-serve ad option. So like, what a perfect time to strike, right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, they're getting so Home Depot goes viral on TikTok. People pick it up. Millions of people are watching the Home Depot low key.
Yep.
And then Time covers it.
Yep.
And then Home Depot's on Time.com and New York Times and Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg.
That's an SEO dream.
It is. It is. And the funny thing is I don't know if Home Depot's commented. I haven't even checked to see.
I haven't checked. I'm sure they have. I mean, I would hope that they have. You know what I mean? But I think in the early stages they didn't really know what was going on, and I think they clued in a little bit too late, at least my own opinion. Yeah, and this is why Home Depot needs an agency like Honeypot Marketing to help push them into the 21st century. Hillary's asking, where is intern Ivan at? Digital marketer Ivan is across the hall in his office. And yes, we will get him on because I know he's a TikTok. Oh yeah, he's the TikTok guy. Yeah, he loves his memes too. We're gonna have a good live with him. I think he's gonna come on in March, one of the first weeks of March. He's gonna be coming on. And I think we were talking about it today. I think Yvonne is collecting some of the best brands on TikTok, or like intentional or unintentional. Yeah, I think there's going to be a nice blog post to accompany it too that he's working on. So there's a really good one from the Delta Faucet
touch. People making songs with it.
Yeah.
On TikTok as well. All right, let's not make this the TikTok. We should do it. We could do a TikTok episode sometime.
I think it's important, for sure. A lot of
Especially
people
for
kind of, it's a little bit underrated, so we'll give it its dues. I think this will be one of the last episodes for a while that we talk about the TikTok, though.
Well, I mean, it's relevant, it's timely, and it's there.
know.
We should definitely mix it up. Hillary's saying organic, take it when you can. That's right.
Oh yeah.
You know, again, this is a game of cat and mouse and cops and robbers, and these platforms are pushing organic content to get creators on there, which will then get their followers and viewers on there, which then increases the number of eyeballs that are on there. They grow their what are called the MAUs, the monthly active users, and the DAOs, the daily active users. These are real metrics in startup world.
The MAUs and the DAOs.
And the thing is that during this time, LinkedIn's the same right now, and Byte's the same right now. It eventually goes away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like when you get to that mature, we had that on one of the lives, the mature marketplace.
Yeah.
As it matures, it's all pay to play.
Yeah.
But in the early days, it's the Wild West, and you can get millions of free impressions and then, get on time and whatever, right?
Yeah. Especially with LinkedIn too. I've been seeing that a lot.
LinkedIn is crazy
They really
for
want to
organic
boost your
right now.
content.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. So let's go into, I
what's
guess.
working?
Are we doing, is that what we're doing now, Matt? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we kind of talked about everything that
We got to
wanted to here.
skip forward. Do we have any slides or anything for this?
Go onwards.
You've
I
got
can
some-
grab.
you
I
do?
can grab a few. The first one, I can pull up Honeypots right now. But Miguel, I know that you've been working quite a bit on Google My Business, and you've written some posts. So for what's working, I kind of briefly before we go into pairing your video content with traditional content, I want to maybe talk about some of the strategies that you've been using for Google My Business. Why it's important, and I think Dan can also jump in here as well once you're kind of finished.
Well, okay. So for the taxes, I've been trying to use it with that. I've been looking to repurpose evergreen content from our blogs. I find like that strategy from starting off trying to see if it will work for a business and just trying to get content out there. It's a perfect way. In terms of like the importance of it, I think it's really good, especially for small businesses. I forget the app that we're talking about with managing your reviews, but it's a perfect way to make sure that your positioning and your presence and how you're being represented and how you can engage with the audience outside of like normal channels like Facebook, and especially because it's Google. It's the first thing that we search. So when we search up a company, if you have your reviews and everything in order, and especially images are very important.
So Matt, maybe you can throw up, just go to google.com/business on the screen so everyone can kind of have a look at the mobile app, and we'll kind of run through the importance of it, because it's always fascinating. And I've written posts about this for years about Google My Business is the most underrated free tool for small businesses that have, even if, you could have thousands of locations, because multi-location support now in Google My Business now is unlimited. So you could have Tim Hortons, which would, I don't know how many locations, but maybe tens of thousands. Could be centrally managed. But for anybody with a business, big or small, but for the small business that's budget limited, this is your free tool.
Take advantage of it.
That you could dominate your competition locally.
It's like, especially being in like actually getting to work in like the business manager side. It's
Mm-hmm.
like just so powerful from everything, because like just getting on there, I'm like, I know we're an agency, but me, if I wanted to start my own business right there, it gives me data, it gives me metrics, gives me search, and then on top of that, it's like I get to control how I get to be presented without paying. Like perfect.
Some of the reports, Matt, and feel free to throw up seashells by the seashore. Our analytics, because there's some great analytics in Google My Business, and I think the thing is like this is what devastated like the yellow pages, and I mean to some degree Yelp, right? Because this is all built in. But just a raft and a ton of features that exist inside of there, and the immediacy that someone can place that call,
just that fast,
get your directions. And if you dominate that, what's called the NAP. So there's the Maps pack and the citation pack and the Maps pack, which is tied to Google My Business, which are the block and the 4 results for local. But again, getting a large number of reviews, and get reviews appropriate for the size of your company, right? If you're I don't know, if you're an accountant with 2 people in your business and you have 4,987 reviews, that might look a little sketchy, right?
Yeah.
Or you work fast, you know, you
Or
really
you work fast. But there's some companies that do it really, really well, especially retail companies and companies that are experiential. So, for example, Crafty Creatures is a really great example. It's a local business in Cambridge, but they have something like 879 or 489 reviews, 4.9 out of 10. Solid. Like, that's important because especially for a place where kids are going to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah, strategically, like what you're saying, they have a post section that you can get a ton. The other thing that I think is a really good tip is leverage the heck out of those photo sections.
Yeah.
Like,
make sure they're updated. Get rid of the old ones.
I don't know. Can you throw up ours and I'll show you?
Yeah.
I think ours are like the average competitor in our space has like 4.
Yeah, we got
4 photos, and we have like 597 or something stupid like that. Well, and that's intentional, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple on here that we got to get rid of.
And it really
I'm sure.
humanizes like the brand too, because it just, I couldn't look up Google Maps and see our like location. I can get a bunch of reviews. And then it also shows you like, oh, these people actively use this. They know how to use it, and they know how to ¿cómo se dice? They know how to
Is that back on?
care. Sorry, that tripped me out.
Sorry,
That's okay.
I told you that's the camera. Hillary is saying, "Oh yeah, like that's actually so that photo that you have up right there with the pretty looking lighting and everything. That was literally the
Was that day one?
night that we moved in here.
Wow.
Yeah, we used to be across the street.
Yep.
And so we started out in that one room. So that should stay. That's like historical.
Yep.
But if you go to the Insights tab there, Matt, we can just roll down and show everybody. And the incredible importance of using this free tool because, again, no cost, no muss, no fuss.
Yep.
It's definitely worth your while jumping in there. So have you got that up now?
Yeah, I do.
See the delay. Okay, so you got how many customers search for your business, direct, discovery, and branded. And look at that. So I got to say that looks like about 60% to me, the blue. 62.9%.
Yep.
Found us via discovery for our listing. So they weren't using our brand name to find us. Then you see the queries and keywords used to find your business. Crafty Creatures, we love your Google My Business. Yes, and I sent them a positive review.
Yep.
Because I am a local guide. Yeah, I play that.
Oh yeah, you are a local guy.
I'm a
That's
local.
true. You
I'm
throw that card on
level
the table.
4, but I'm leveling up. I'm working on it.
Excuse me.
Gamification has
I'm a
just
local guy.
driven you.
Hello, do you know who I am? I'm a local
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
I write reviews for Google for free because I like badges. Don't ask me why. Where your customers viewed your business on Google, so you can see the listing on search and the listings on maps is the next section. Super. This stuff is all really, really invaluable data.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
And
And
like,
I mean, you
don't
can
be
go
shy to
back.
like, go in there too, because I know some people can be intimidated by seeing all this like
Yep.
data and analytics. Like, I don't know how you do this. It's like, no, it's pretty
But
simple.
we are rolling out a low-cost service in the next month.
Yes.
That will allow a small business to affordably be able to manage this stuff.
And
with
I
their own
think
platform.
like one of the main reasons why a lot of people either hesitate from getting Google My Business or they don't is because they don't actually have a physical location. A lot of people, like entrepreneurs, they work from home and they're not comfortable with putting their home address as a Google My Business. Just to let everyone know, you can make it so that you're not using your home address or that an address isn't shown.
Yep.
I just want to make that clear because a lot of people, when I ask them, they tell me, well, I don't want my address to be shown on Google or anything like that. Like, you don't need your home address on there for whatever reason.
Unfortunately, your home address is already on Google.
Yes.
My home
as
address,
well as
if I Google my home address, it's like a giant picture of the front of my house. And I'm like,
There she is.
and try it sometime just for fun.
Yeah.
Just Google your own house. And
Yeah.
you'll see the good.
Yeah, it's right
Because
there.
they drive around and they take pictures, right?
Oh, I know they do. Yeah.
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 Anyhow, customer actions. You can see who visited your website, request directions, and how many people called you. And you can use that as a North Star metric to try to increase those numbers because those are people with intent, right? They're looking for you.
Yeah, they're already like putting the queries.
And the other thing, like we're a digital marketing agency, right? And so we have an international audience. Technically, we've got clients in Europe, we've got clients in Central America, we've got clients in South America. We've done work all over the world for many years. So you can set your geographic location as a series of countries.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not necessarily just based on
Your physical location.
physical location. That is part of it.
Yep.
But it's also, you could rank well if you do it properly for all sorts of different terms, like with Google My Business. The other thing I think that's important to note here, since we're just on this Google My Business topic, because it's like we could literally do like 5 lives just on this.
Yep.
There's a lot in there.
Just break her down.
There's a mobile app that you can do that you can install. So if you're a small business owner, but again, small and large, like a large business, if you have hundreds of locations, you need to get in touch with us because fundamentally at the end of the day, you can now it's a pain, but you can now manage multiple locations in one Google My Business. And now, unfortunately, that took years for Google to develop through. So a lot of businesses went and created all of these things for each location. You got to kind of roll it back and do like a bulk merge. But it's worth it to do it.
Yeah.
And then just keep on going down there. There's direction requests. So you can see how many people and what prepending the first 3 digits on the postal code. So it gives you geographic. How many calls you got. And then, the photos one is the one that I kind of like.
Photos is really good. Yeah.
Look
at that. Look at, we overtook them.
Slaughtering the competition for photos.
Yeah.
But again, it's important, right? And it just gives you, it's an opportunity for a small business, even like ours, to have a brand presence for absolutely free. And so I find it a little astonishing that I don't know if people are intimidated, overwhelmed, underwhelmed, think Google My Business is a toy. It's not a toy. So like I said, everything from technology startups. The one other thing I wanted to say about this, and this is really important. We talk about structured data and what that means and how it makes Google's front page look really nice. And, that's the knowledge panel for your business. This is a dashboard that spits out all structured data. So when you're filling these things in, like you have under, and I mean, we still have work to do on this, but under your services section, fill in all of the services that you provide, packages, services, everything. Because that spits out in structured data. So that gets you, like, that's what this is. This is an interface that you type in a service and then you type in a description and then you type in whatever. Then what you're adding is structured data to your listing, which then makes it powerful for your business to be found.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have the Waterloo marketing on Google open up right now, and it, you know what I mean? Like I put the search up.
Yep.
And it has like the rich snippets of the directions, everything like that. If you don't have Google My Business, you're missing out on this. You wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. We are at 4:58. We have 15 people. Well, thank you, people. Holy
Facebook Watch. Nice. Hey guys, what's
Facebook
going on?
Watch. We have been getting into Facebook Watch lately, which I find really cool because I know that before we weren't.
It's because of the production value upped.
See, immediately, it's like, bam.
I'm telling you, watch out, Joe Rogan. We have 159,999,986 left to go.
Yep.
Shoot.
To catch Joe Rogan's 160 million downloads per podcast.
Oh, that's nothing. Come on.
That's no problem.
SEO, right?
That's right.
Cool.
All right.
I think. Oh, lastly, I wanted to talk about. So the title of the live is pairing your traditional content with video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't.
It's
know
right
that.
above your head. Look, it's on the TV screen. There you go.
Oh well, there you go. See how much I was reading today?
It's okay. So yeah, why don't we fill up the last little bit of the live, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and kind of discuss how we've been pairing our video content with our traditional content and ways that people can start doing that today.
Well, we talked about it last week. Well, you guys talked about it last week.
That's right.
The Vidyard.
Yep.
And yeah, just basically going out and taking whatever written content you have, just breaking that up. It's also really good for visually striking stories, especially when we're looking at platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram. It's a great way to break out of the box and add more diversity to your online presence.
Yep. Yeah. So effectively, I mean, I think one of the things, there's a lot of ways. It actually goes two ways. You can pair all of your content with video, and you can use your video as a anchor, what we call cornerstone anchor content, because the thing is it's easy to talk for 40 minutes, at least for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think for anybody, it's easy to talk.
Yeah.
Now, if I tried this once. I was like, I've got to transcribe. I've got to write a script. Then I was like, forget it. I'm going to type it. And I was like, forget that. That ended in about 35 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to pay to have it transcribed. Not really interested in that. I did a loop back thing on my Mac with a thing called Audio Hijack that looped back the audio and used the dictation from Accessibility.
Oh.
And it loops back and it dictates the video and it just types it out for you.
Yep.
So here's a trick for content creators.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a time-saving hack because I personally, this is probably my downfall. That's why I don't golf or anything. Is I like producing video and I like creating content. Like I love working in Premiere. I find it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like doing that stuff and I like creating blog posts and whatever. But I hate having to transcribe it. So you can shoot a video, get Audio Hijack, loop it back to the audio, set the source to the video that you've got, let it transcribe it, take your videos, turn them into snackable content, blog posts with maybe the snippet, right?
Yeah.
Of your content as well. And then you get new content out of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, you just blew my mind with that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, wow, you got two things out of one.
I mean, it also gives, if you're creating a blog post and you're adding video content to it too, I'll just reiterate, I think Jacob said it during last week's live, but adding little snippets of video per content piece so that people can listen or consume your content while they're on the go.
Yep.
I think that's especially important right now because we're a society that's always on the go. We're always moving. And it gives more people the opportunity to consume your content, whether they're maybe they're on the commute, they're on the subway, they're on public transit, etc. Right?
Well, and this is why podcasts are so popular, right?
Yeah.
And actually, not to kind of go Joe Rogan-y on everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have a lot of respect for how this guy built a multimedia, he literally built a multimedia empire by accident and just by being very consistent with podcasting.
Yeah.
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 And literally they've never advertised.
No.
He's never promoted.
No.
Is that not mind-blowing?
Yeah.
To me, it's
No ads, nothing. Not even a website. Well, he has
he
a
does
little
ads on the
sub.
podcast.
Yeah, he does have a
has-
site, little one.
He's got a 5-minute friggin' ad introduction on the podcast itself.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just go to YouTube. I mean, I scrub through it. I don't
Yeah.
really listen to it, but he does have huge power to do that. But I think it's a really good example of one, how he's creating content on a regular basis, but it's also some of the platforms that you're using that help disseminate and distribute that content, right? Podcasting is a modern format. It's always there. You can go get it anytime you want.
Yep.
You can go back and watch Joe Rogan episode 1.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Right? On podcast or on YouTube. I don't know where else he is. There's JRE clips and a bunch of other stuff too, where they
Yeah.
make the shorter ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what he's managed to do with that from a media creation standpoint is he does 3 hours of content and it's just phenomenal, right? But it's also platform related, I guess is the point.
Yeah.
Video is a place to be.
Yeah.
We're starting to shoot more and more and more video, and we're turning it into a process.
Yeah.
We do a lot of those short snackable 1-minute videos, repurpose existing videos, turn those videos
Blogs.
into a podcast, right? Producer Matt? Throwing a little
That shot,
shade.
the little shade.
Just a little shade. Just a little bit of shady shade.
I do love
Which we are going to actually export
Yes, we
last week's today and get that
Yes,
going.
we are.
Yeah. So that's another way to pair your content. The other thing you can do with video content that's actually an interesting idea is you have a blog post and it's already written somewhere. You can go to a tool like promo.com. There's a bunch more. VideoFly. There's tons
Tons
of these things to go and make yourself some videos. take a top list or whatever you've got in your blog post, create an easy video from the headings there, distribute that on social to lead back to your blog post to make it a quick, easy little summary.
Yes.
This is literally how Watch Mojo came to be. That's how Watch Mojo,
Yep.
all those top 10 things, has kind of come through, and it's like, just look at your blogs, look what you have. If you can read it out loud,
Exactly.
you got a video.
100%. Okay. Those are some tips on pairing blog content with video content.
Yeah, I think it's honestly just taking the content that you have right now and going through your old content, adding videos to those.
Yep.
Also creating your, we do a lot of like content blocking here.
Yep.
A lot of backlogs. We like to put a huge list of blog topics in a bank and then pick from them. And I think it's really important to start thinking about and considering using video with those content pieces for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So lots we could dig into there, folks, but it is now 5:06 and 16 seconds on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah. Friday afternoon. Friday is here.
Yeah.
TGIF.
Sounds good. What?
TGIF.
TGIF. I think we should also like round out the episodes with kind of like or start with the best memes or the best, most viral things or the best ads that we've seen. And that was also suggested.
Yes.
We did it a few times, and it was always the doggo one was one of
The
our.
doggo one was really good. And
Yep.
I know they reached out to us, didn't they?
Yeah,
They did reach out to
the
us.
marketing director from Lucid
Lucid
Chart
Chart.
commented on our live
Yep.
after the fact.
Nice.
One meme that I think, I mean, if we're going to round it out with a meme, the one that I like is right now it's the Bernie Sanders one where he's outside in a jacket and it's, I'm once again asking for your, and then it's kind of, he says support, but it's blanked out and people are writing in their own things now.
Right.
So it's like, I'm once again asking for your blah, 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 blah. That one's on fire right now. So that's your weekly
there you
producer
go.
Matt meme.
There you
right
go.
there. There you
Matt
go.
Matt just did it from
Yeah.
concept to execution in
Right there.
4 seconds.
There you go.
Nicely
Very
done.
good.
All right, everybody.
Alrighty.
Well, thanks for joining us this week, and we will see you next week
Have a great weekend,
for
folks.
episode 17.
Episode 117, baby.
Nice.
Peace.
Peace.